Good evening, everybody. I hope that you guys are super well. It's so awesome to see so many people on the call. This is really exciting stuff. My name is Heike Berg. My wife, Geraldine, she's not going to make it tonight. She's actually on a different Zoom call, but she sends all her love and her regards to everybody on this call, all the current leaders, and of course, all the brand new people. Welcome. This call is absolutely for you, for the brand new person. You probably have been invited from a friend or somebody that said, listen, come and have a look and see what it is that we do, because you might be in the looking zone. You might be looking at wanting to make some extra money, maybe changing your life, changing your lifestyle. And we're just super excited about this because let me tell you, while so many people are really, there's a lot of people struggling. You might also be one of them that's really struggling because of COVID and because of everything that's been happening. And of course, we've noticed that there's this heaviness on South Africa. There's this heaviness of people wondering, and what am I going to do with my life and my kids and the future of South Africa? And let me tell you, we've got the answer. So it's so incredible to be able to share this with people and shine the light and give people hope. And that's what tonight is all about. It's really about hope, and it's not pseudo hope. It's not something that we want to kind of hype you up, and then tomorrow morning you're going to wake up and go, this is really hope for your future and for your family. And the most amazing thing is, after tonight, the feeling that you need to go to bed with is the feeling that you can do this. Because anybody can do this. You can do this. You don't need any education. Doesn't matter where you come from. Doesn't matter who your parents were. Doesn't matter where you stay. That if you are hungry and you are teachable and you are humble, you're humble enough to try something new, try and learn, try and change a few things in your life, you can create a magnificent life. So before I carry on, I just want to say the QR code. So the QR code is 7566. 7566 for all the leaders on this call, 7566. I'll mention it again at the end of the call, the QR code. And I just want to thank our leaders and our coaches and mentors, Brach and Sebastian Kamstra, the Gold Presidential Directors in this incredible business. Without them, we would not have been where we are today. And of course, Vincent and Yolandi van der Linde. The incredible thing about this business is that you're not alone. Once you start a business like this, and this is the business model of the 21st century, you want to get involved in a business model like this because it's just the way that the world is moving towards. You're not alone. You've got mentors and you've got people and you've got coaches and you've got support and you've got friends that's willing to take your hand and walk this journey with you if you are willing to work with them. Now, that's obviously the key word. You've got to be willing. You've got to be teachable. You've got to be hungry to change your life. And all of the people on this call, the people that are going to be sharing, we're just so excited because, there's light at the end of the tunnel, which is so great. So 2 things. Tonight is about freedom. It's about your freedom. It's about your dreams. It's about what you want to achieve in your life. It's about the things that you want to do for your children, the things that you want to contribute to life, the lives you want to change, the life that you want to build. It's about you. It's not about me. It's not about us. We're busy doing it anyway. So this is really about you. So what I'm going to ask you is just to have an open mind, sit back, relax. Don't log off until the end. Just listen through and understand what it is that we're trying to say, because that's all that it is tonight. It's an educational platform where we're going to try and just quickly in very short help you understand the company that we're with, how we work this company, and how you can benefit from this. Okay. Number 2, the key here tonight is passive income. If you want to ever get to a place of freedom, you're going to want to generate passive residual income. What is passive residual income? Well, it's if you've got a house and it's paid off and you've got people living in that house and they're paying you 10 or 15 or 20,000 Rand rent every month, that's a form of residual income. Of course, there's a residual income that we're all very familiar with, and that's interest. If you've got money in the bank and you earn interest upon interest upon interest, that is residual income. You can have various businesses that kind of bring in residual income. But if you want to get to a place of financial freedom, you're going to have to somehow start a few businesses or build up enough assets that's going to bring you in residual income. And what is financial freedom? So for Geraldine and I, true freedom really is, or true wealth is really measured in time. It's not measured in money. If you had to lose your primary income today, it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. You can be an accountant, you can be a teacher, doesn't matter what it is that you do. But if you had to lose that income, where it had to stop today, how many months would you be able to sustain the standard of living that you were living? Most people in South Africa is a month, not even a month. Some people is literally, well, if I lose my job today, tomorrow I'm broke. So you kind of literally on the knife edge of being completely broke, maybe not destitute, but broke. And so what we do in this business is we teach people how to, with this company, create residual income. So we teach you how to be micro-entrepreneurial. Don't worry, you don't have to be a tech junkie to start this. You don't have to have any skill in being entrepreneurial. You just need to be willing to learn and have a big dream. That's it. And we teach you how to create residual income so that at one point in a 2 to 5 year journey, that's it, the 2 to 5 year journey, you can generate enough residual income for you to have that kind of freedom. Maybe you want to get out of the rat race. Maybe you're sick and tired of working for a boss. Maybe you are, you've worked so hard and you just, you're looking for a different way of getting yourself to a place of freedom. How did we get involved in this business? Well, I'm in the entertainment industry. It's a hard industry. It's tough. I've had a fairly good career, but I've never been able to provide I've never financially been able to do the things that I want to do, because in South Africa, you don't get paid very well. There are absolutely zero benefits. There's no medical, there's no pension fund, there's none of that stuff. And of course, if you don't work, you don't get paid. And how often in our industry, maybe you're self-employed, you work for 2, 3, 4 months on a great contract, you get enough money, and then you're out a job for 2 months, 3 months. I've been without work for 6 months. And of course, during that time, it's depression and you doubt yourself and it's just crazy, and so you always go back into your savings. There was never time to save money, really. You were kind of living from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, and there was always more month at the end of the money, and it was tough and it was hard. And with all of that, I had many health issues. I was on a whole bunch of medication for many, many years. I struggled. I suffered from a whole bunch of chronic illnesses. And there was a time when things were really, really going tough in my life. And so about, 6 years ago, a friend of mine came to me and he said to me, I must try Manatech products. And look, I just sat back to him and I laughed because, I've heard of Manatech. I know that the products are great and well, and everybody that have tried these products know that the results that they get are incredible. We're going to talk a little bit about the products. But he said, I've got to use these products because it's going to help me with my health. Look, and I just laughed. I thought, what a monkey. I've been to every single neurologist. I've been to psychologists. I've been to doctors. I've been to specialists. I've been to so many people. And my fate was just to be on this medication because, I'm sick. And so I laughed at him. I said, the only reason I'm going to buy these products is because there's a 3-month money back guarantee on the products. And I was 100% assured that I was going to get my money back. And I told him, Vulner, I said, listen, I'm going to try these products. If I don't get results, I'm going to come and get my money back, and don't be offended. So I bought the products. He came and he sat next to me. He helped me open up an online account because this is an online home-based business, which is super important nowadays. You can have a part-time home-based online business. Well, anyway, he just helped me to become a customer, open up an online account. We ordered the products from overseas, Dallas, Texas. This is where this company is based at. The products were shipped to my doorstep in 2 to 5 working days, and I started consuming the product. Wasn't really that expensive. I said, okay, well, Vulner, I'll do this. And, I haven't tried everything. So let me just try this. Tried the products. And after 9 months, I was off almost all my medication. That was 6 years ago. I haven't been back on medication. It changed my life completely around, just from a health perspective. I'm 43 years old today. I feel like I'm a flipping 16-year-old, but it's just incredible what it did for me. And all I did was I just started sharing my story. I started sharing with people about what these products have done for my life. And a lot of people knew what was kind of, with the challenges that I was suffering with. So they said, geez, Heike, where can I get some of these products? And I would then connect them with Vulner because Vulner helped me to get the product. Eventually, Vulner came to me and said, listen, Heike, do you want to make some extra money? And I said, of course I want to make some extra money. Who doesn't want to make extra money? And he said, well, instead of referring people to me to get the Manatech products, why don't you help them just open up an online account? So you help them, you refer them to Manatech. So a person comes to you, tell them about the products, they love it, they want to order some of the products. You help them open up an online account, but every single time they order, you get paid. And I'm like, what? That is so flipping insane. If I think about how many people I've refer to movies, how many people I've referred to restaurants, to dentists, to, my dentist is great. He fixed my tooth for me the other weekend. He came in on a Sunday morning because my tooth broke, and he came and he fixed it in the morning. So, I recommend people to that dude all the time, because that's the lengths that he'll go for me to help me fix my teeth. Anyway, but none of these people have ever phoned me back and said, Heike, thank you for bringing me 20,000 rands worth of business or 10,000 rands worth of business or whatever. I'm going to give you 1,000 rand in your bank account. People just don't do that. Companies don't do that. So, but Manatech does that. And I just thought, wow, this is so great. I'm having fun. I can save people's lives. I can help them with their health. I can truly add value to somebody. I'm not trying to give somebody a product that I just want to make money. I can serve and love and help people, because the two biggest things that people worry about tonight is truly their health and their wealth. So I started doing this. My first month was about 3,500 rand, of money that was coming in. And I went to I went to a few business opportunity meetings, and because I was invited to see how this business model really works, and how does these business models called direct distribution or affiliate marketing or referral marketing, how do these businesses really work? I had no skill. I didn't know anything about doing this business. I didn't know anything about the wellness industry or anything. And this person just sat there and he asked me a question, if time and money wasn't an issue, what would an ordinary day look like for me? And I haven't thought about my dreams for yonks. Because what we do is, as we grow older, we shove our dreams into our paychecks. We've accepted just this lifestyle that we kind of, have chosen. You have to take responsibility for the life that you're living. I just thought, well, I'm probably going to carry on and struggle like that for the rest of my life, because I chose this career. And he said, but just for a moment, just close your eyes and just think about, if money wasn't an issue and time wasn't an issue, what would you do with your life? And let me tell you how I struggled to dream, to kind of visualize and think, what would my ideal life look like? It's never going to turn out to be like that, your perfectly ideal life, but what would I do differently? And I really went and I thought about it, and there were so many things that I would do differently. And it was at that point where I decided that when I saw so many other people across the world with this company have managed to get to a place in 2 to 5 years to get to a place of total freedom, where they've got time freedom to choose to do with their lives whatever they want to do and never worry about money ever again. Let me tell you, I got so excited because I saw tonnies, man. I saw tonnies of flipping 60-year-old that live in Senekal and Bloemfontein, and they can't even speak English, and they're building this and they're making huge money. But at the same time, they've got freedom. I thought, oh my word, if they can do it, I can do it. And that's when I decided that I was going to do this business seriously. It's been about 6 years that we're in the business. Geraldine and I are completely financially free today. We've helped a whole bunch of people, and that is so cool. You actually you've got a part to play in somebody else's success. And we've helped a whole bunch of people also to get to that place of freedom, and a lot of people that's on their way there. And that's just so incredible. And today, Geraldine and I can literally choose to do what we want to do with our lives. We have an international business. We can move to 27 countries. Doesn't matter when. You will be able to, if you choose to do this business and you do it correctly. And you can build a legacy for your kids. You can achieve anything you ever want to. The bigger your dream, the harder you're going to work and the more money you're going to make. So that's the question I really want to ask yourself here tonight is, what are your dreams? That's the most important thing. You can look at this entire webinar. You can get excited about the money. If you don't have a dream and you don't have a definiteness of purpose and you don't have a vision of your life, it's going to be pointless, because you're actually not going to make a success of this, because you have to work towards something. This is not going to be a commitment to Manatech. This is a commitment to your dreams, to your life, to the vision of your existence, and that is why it's so flipping important to think about this. And I want to just introduce two speakers quite quickly. They're incredible leaders. They're incredible friends of ours. I met them during this business, and they decided they're going to walk this journey with us. The one lady is a minister. Her heart is to work in her faith, mine as well. There's a whole bunch of people that do this business because, first of all, you help and you serve and you love other people. But I want to serve my faith full time. That's what I want to do, and we're doing it. So I just want to quickly introduce them. They want to share why they built this business. And I want to welcome Charmaine Ferreira. She's a Silver Executive Director. Charmaine, please tell us quickly, 2 minutes, why you're building this business.
Thank you, Heike. I would just like to thank my presidential upline, Yolandi Jansen van Vieren, for all her guidance support in my business. And thank you, Heike and Geraldine, for all your mentorship. So I'm a qualified accountant, and a few years ago, I got to a place in my life where I felt stuck. I was bored in my job. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I needed a purpose on a monthly basis. And I didn't just want to survive. I wanted to live and have money and to be able to do the things that I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. So I heard the saying the other day that said, and I thought it was extremely powerful, and it said, get money out of the way that you can start living a significant life. And this is exactly what I wanted for myself. So when Manatech found me, I initially wanted the extra income, but what I got out of this business was so much more. I got friends. I got a step-by-step proven system that assisted me in doing this business. I always wanted to travel. I want to see the world. And by just having a job, I didn't know how that would ever be possible for me. But by doing Manatech, I have been to places that I could only dream of. In this business, we also have a self-development system. And because of this system, I have grown into the person that I am today. I have completely transformed myself. And for this, I will be forever grateful. And then for me, the most rewarding thing is the impact that we are able to make in other people's lives. We all have some, and for me, it's very rewarding in all areas of my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Charmaine. It's so great. I mean, Charmaine and I and a whole bunch of other people on this call have traveled. We have seen Italy. We've gone to Maldives. We've gone all over. So if you like traveling, if that's what you want to do and that's your thing, then you've got to stick around and we'll show you how to do this. So next up, I want to welcome Linus Senekal. She's a Gold Executive Director in this business. Welcome to the call, Linus.
Thank you very much, Heike. Thank you for the opportunity tonight. To all my upline presidentials that have a part in my growing in this business, and especially you, Heike and Geraldine, I'm so thankful. I just thought now that I'm more excited tonight and today than when I started in the business 5 years ago. When I came into the business for the first time, I actually get involved because of the product. Little did I know that I had at that stage a life-threatening disease that I believe that saved my life. So the first thing is that while I'm doing Manatech, I will never stop using the products because the products work. For many years I used different kinds of products on the shelves, but it didn't work for me. So the products worked for me, and that's the first. And then I didn't even know that there was a business opportunity. And the first thing, after 2 weeks getting involved in the business, Heike came and held a meeting in Lichtenburg, and he just made this statement. That was the first step why I joined the business. He said, what can you do with 5,000 Rand? And I just thought at that stage, I can have my products for free. So that was also a reason. But then what I realized when I got involved with, as you grow in the business, is that passions that you have. Now, I have a passion since a childhood for orphans, to get to influence, get involved with orphans and little children to change their lives. And Manatech gave me the opportunity to make my dreams come true and my passions come true, and to live a life of fulfillment where I can now have my first children's home, and my dream is to have 25. So there's a long path to go. So thank you that Manette gave me to help other people, to give them purpose and to help them to make their dreams come true. So I'm so excited about this business and to see what's going on forward, especially with Mission 5 Million, where we can feed children. Thank you, Heike.
Thank you, Linus. Wonderful to have you on the call. Please send love to Darby and to the family. So yeah, we are an incredible family that is just moving forward, changing people's lives and really loving it while we're doing it. So, you know, when I went to, when I was at school, my father's an advocate. My mother was a teacher. And, you know, I grew up, my father's got 2 doctorate degrees. He's got a degree in Greek and he's got a degree in law. So he's an academic. He was head of the bar, so he did very, very well. But my father believed in going to university, studying, getting a degree, and then when you get out of university, you go out and you find a job. And the reason I think that way is that was how they were brought up. Of course, there's nothing wrong with studying and become educated. I mean, that's great. You learn disciplines, and of course, there's a certain type of wisdom and understanding that settles into your life. But, you know, the reason why, obviously, you know, we absolutely, you know, you want to go study because, you know, you want to go out, find a job, good job, and start your life. But, you know, that is a mindset that after the Industrial Revolution, go read up the history in America, that was when people started falling into this employee mentality. So, you know, because of the Industrial Revolution, people were told, come to work, just do this one task. We're going to pay you a certain amount every month and you can get some good benefits as well. And that's where the whole idea of the employee started. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, most people were entrepreneurial minded. And of course, we go to school today, go to university, and what do they teach us? They teach us great things, but, you know, they prepare us for the job environment. Get good grades, get a good degree, and then go to work one day. And then we fall into what they call the 40-40-40 curse. That has nothing to do with Moses. What it has to do with is that one day we will probably start working for 40 hours a week for 40 years, and we will retire on 40% less than what we are supposed to have. Today, it's actually 50-50-50. And of course, you know that in South Africa, I don't know if you're aware of it, but today, 1 out of 100 people can retire. Only 1 out of 100. If you break it down, out of 100 people in Western countries, only 1 will be super rich, 4 will be financially free, and the rest will either be dead, destitute, or, you know, the parents or the kids are going to have to take care of them. But in South Africa, you've got a 1 out of 100% chance to retire because that plan just doesn't work anymore. You know, our parents and our parents' parents, that's kind of what they did. It doesn't work that way anymore. And that's where people have to start becoming open-minded and start learning about a second or a third or a fourth stream of income on how they can actually get to that place to really retire one day. And when I saw this thing that you see in front of you for the first time, it just blew my mind because school doesn't teach you that. School doesn't teach you how to dream, and school doesn't teach you how to create true wealth. They teach you how to go out and find a job. And what is interesting about this is actually a book that was written by a guy called Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's an incredible book about financial principles. Please go get it if you haven't read it. It's probably the most sold book really on finances that has ever been sold. And he wrote this book called The Cash Flow Quadrant. And this basically just, you know, says what this book basically does is it shows us the 4 quadrants that you can generate cash flow from. You can't generate cash flow from any other quadrant except these 4 quadrants. You either an employee, or you self-employed, or you own a small business, that's the S quadrant, or you are a big business owner, which is a system-driven business. That's the B quadrant. In other words, there's a system that business works, whether you're there or not there. You can actually leave for 2, 3, 4, 5 years and put on other system-driven businesses, and this business will generate cash flow. And then you've got the investor quadrant. But what is so interesting about this is that 90% of the world's people is on the left, but only 10% of the world's wealth is generated by them. On the right-hand side, you've got 10% of the world's population, but they generate 90% of the world's wealth. So I want to ask you, in which quadrant do you want to be? Now, of course, you want to be in the B and the I quadrant, because that's where most of the fruit really is. The reason why the E and the S quadrant, so many people are there, is because we get stuck there. And that's what we call the rat race. I mean, the employee quadrant, there's nothing wrong with being an employee at all. And you're not in one of these quadrants because of your intelligence. You're in one of these quadrants because of a mindset, the way you were brought up, the society you lived in, what people spoke over you, you know, the messages that you heard while you were growing up, your limiting belief or your lack of limiting belief or whatever. That's how you end up in one of these quadrants. And you know, the previous generations used to say, get a job. There's great benefits. It's security. It's not security today anymore. I can't, you know, you want to actually just shape people when they think, you know, go find a job and work there for as long as you can because it's security. It's not security. But of course, people stay there because there's a salary that they get. But, you know, if you're an employee, think about it. You might love your job and that's great, but at the end of the day, you're actually making somebody else help him achieve his dreams. Somebody else determines your worth. You can't ask for a paycheck every single month. You earn your salary and a few benefits and kind of that's it. And then you fall into this trap where you start kind of accepting that lifestyle. You take your dreams, you shove it into your paycheck and you kind of buy into this mediocre. I'm not saying it's mediocre. Please don't feel offended. I'm just, you know, you get stuck into this world where you think, am I ever going to live? Is there more to life? You know, I want to live an extraordinary life. You kind of wake up in the mornings and your personal motivational fact is to go to work so that you can pay the bills. That's not why you grew up as a kid. Think about it. You've got a purpose. You've got a plan. You're unique. You know, God created you in such an incredible way to achieve massive things. Now, I'm not saying you're not making a difference in that quadrant, but here's the thing. When would you like to dig a well? When you're thirsty? Or do you want to start digging a well now so that there's water, so that when you are thirsty, you already have the water? So it's wise to start something on the side part-time so that you can start generating extra cash flow. Now, of course, self-employed or small business environment, it's very risky. Starting your own business today is a risky thing. It takes huge capital. Your chances of failure, your chances of success in 10 years is 1 to 4%. So if 100 companies have to start today, in 10 years, only 1 to 4 will be left. I mean, I know companies that were around for 2 years and then they pop champagne already, you know, but also, again, you're stuck in the rat race. You're selling your time for money. You sell, same as the employee, you're selling 1 unit of time of 1 unit of money. If you don't work, you don't get paid. And you're stuck. As a self-employed guy or a small business owner, you don't work 8 hours a week. You work 12, 13, 14 hours a week to make it work. And at the end of the day, you don't own the business owns you. Because if you're not there, there isn't a business. So, you know, again, you don't have any freedom. So what we do in Manatech is a B quadrant system. And that's what I want to explain to you about the concept of e-commerce and direct distribution combined. And we help people to make the transition in 2 to 5 years on a part-time basis to move from the E and the S quadrant over to the B quadrant so that you can generate enough residual income so that you can play around in the investor quadrant and do with your money that you want, but so that you can get to a place that if you so choose, you can go out and fire your boss. So, I mean, you've got a choice. Every day we've got a choice. We are not victims. And I want to say this to you, you are not a victim of COVID, and you are not a victim of what happened in Durban, and you are not a victim of this country's, of inflation and the leadership in our country, and how you're not a victim. As long as we stay victims, we will always find excuses and blame things around us for our predicament, and you will never step into a place of greatness. You have a choice to take responsibility for your life, your future, and your own financial economy, your own personal economy. You're not going to change the economy out there, but you can change your own economy. You can live a life of exceptional greatness, and we're going to show you how to do that. So just quickly, if you want to look at what's happening in the world around you, you want to be part of one of these 3 mega trends at the moment. If you want to get involved in a business, this is where you want to get involved in, because currently and for the last couple of years, this has just been exploding. You get people that actually study trends. There's a whole bunch of them. I'll send you all their names and info if you want to see them, so that you can actually check that this stuff is really happening around you. One of the big mega trends at the moment is called the health and wellness industry. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that everything is moving towards health and wellness. It's organic, this, organic, that, lactose-free, intolerance, this, collagen, bone broth, I mean, everything is just moving towards this wellness industry, and people are looking for different solutions. People want to stay healthier. You've got the baby boomer generation that wants to live longer. And the health and wellness industry is everything outside of the medical box. It's everything from targeted nutrition to supplementation, natural, real plant supplementation, fitness and fat loss, skincare. There's all these things in the wellness industry, and that is it's just booming out there. For example, the fitness and fat loss industry is massive today, okay? The other industry at the moment is what they say direct distribution, e-commerce or direct selling or referral marketing or what it's called. And what this basically is it's this industry that has developed where you as a consumer or as an ordinary person, somebody that, when I say ordinary, somebody that hasn't inherited 20 billion from their parents or trust funds or companies or anything, it's somebody like you and I that we have to build our own future. And what direct distribution, what this industry is all about is you as a consumer can actually now purchase products online from the manufacturer, and the product can be shipped to your doorstep. And the companies don't need to use, all those middlemen in order to get the product to you. They don't need groot handelaars, klein handelaars, all the inventory, all the insurance, all the distribution, all the massive advertising and marketing. If you actually go and study advertising and marketing today, this industry is growing at such a massive rate. I mean, I think last year it grew with 18%. That means every single new company that has gone into the industry chose this business model of doing business where normal retail only grew with 2%. Because, if you just look at the marketing, traditional marketing doesn't work anymore. Do you know if you drive from Pretoria to Joburg and back that over 60,000 marketing messages has entered into your subconscious mind? Your brain actually has a switch that controls it. Otherwise, you would go completely crazy. But how many of those signs, if you think about it, if you've driven to Joburg and back, how many of those things do you actually remember? How many of those signs, those advertising signs, have actually managed to get you to a call to action so that you can actually go out and buy those products? It just doesn't work anymore. So companies are going back to word of mouth, going back to the best way of doing business. And that's doing business with people that you like, trust, and respect, going online, getting the product directly from the manufacturer to the consumer, great, awesome products. That's direct selling. And of course, the other industry that's just flipping, taking over the world is social entrepreneurship. People don't just want to be entrepreneurial. They want to be social entrepreneurial. They want to make a difference in society. They want to, companies want to, have an impact on society, because consumers love purchasing products from a company that they know their purchase is actually making a difference in the world somewhere. So Mission 5 Million is the social entrepreneurial organization that is the heart of Manatech. The why, the reason. So if you decide to join and you say, listen, Ike, let's go out, let's make some money, let's change the world, you're going to have a vision. You're going to have a reason why you do this business. You're going to have a dream board and a vision board, and there's going to be a solid reason why you do this business, your end goal. The end goal of Manatech is Mission 5 Million. That is their why, their reason, their purpose. And how this works is when the company actually started, they had a vision of eradicating malnourishment with kids under the age of 5, because they realized that, well, first of all, malnourishment isn't just in Africa and in third world countries. Malnourishment is actually on our doorstep. We eat it every day. The food, the quality of food, everything is just atrocious. But they saw that over 5 million kids under the age of 5 actually die every single year because of malnourishment. And how this company works is, for every single purchase, when you purchase your own products for your own wellness and you use it, you're feeding one kid, depending on how much you buy, obviously, a month with a special blend of Fighter Blend. It's a product that Manatech makes for a month. So just by you using the products, you're already saving a kid's life, every single month. That's social entrepreneurship. Where there's a direct impact on society with what these companies do. But what is interesting, so when you go read these books of all these great thought leaders and entrepreneurs and all these people, they'll tell you that if you can find, an opportunity where you've got all three of these things combined, you've got the wellness industry that's booming, it's a mega trend. You've got this business model of the 21st century where people, you can work from anywhere in the world. You can work from your cell phone, and you can build massive business. You can build massive income, residual income, because of course it's social media today, and it doesn't matter whether you're social media freak or not. It doesn't matter. You will learn how to do it. You don't even have to use social media, but I'm just saying with technology, and of course, in a business model that actually helps saving the world, you've got a recipe for success and a massive opportunity. And that's exactly what this company is all about. So I want to welcome quickly, she's going to talk a little bit about the company and just a little bit about the products, because we're not really going to go into that into depth. We're going to finish this call at 9 o'clock. I want to show you how the money works on this call. We're going to send you all the info of the products and what this company is all about. We don't want to carry on for too long, but just quickly, I want to invite Charmaine Ferreira. She's a silver director in this business. She's an incredible woman. She's a freaking star. She's a giant in this business. And she's just going to share with us quickly her story and a little bit about the company and the products. Hello, Charmaine.
Hello, Aiki. Hello, everybody. Thanks, Aiki, for letting me share. Yes, like Aiki said, welcome to Manatech. Here is where the opportunity lies. Well, Manatech is not a fly-by-night company. It's not going to love you and leave you like most other direct selling companies that are starting out now. Manatech was founded in 1994 in Dallas, Texas already, and a wonderful book called Undeniable Destiny that tells you the story about how this company was started and the trials and tribulations it went through to get to where it is today. And today is a company that's operating in 26 countries. And it sounds very, very fancy if you can have an international company, but I'm telling you, it's possible. I have customers in the United States and fixing queries and making sure shipments arrive where it should is so easy. You pick up the phone, you speak to them in America, and within a few minutes, you get what you're looking for and you sort things out. It's very, very easy. It makes it so easy because it's international, and so there's 26 countries where you can have your business. And Manatech is a publicly traded company on the Nasdaq. Rub shoulders with companies like Apple and Google and Microsoft. They are also on the Nasdaq. And where shares, if you look for M, that's where you will be able to buy shares in Manatech. So that's another reason that makes this a company that do. Like Heike said, Mission 5 Million project. That's the heart of Manatech. I'm not going to elaborate on that. Heike said enough that already. A reason that lots of people stay in this business is because of the kids that we feed. And then, like Heike, I'm a teacher and I work with small children, and if I only what they eat on a daily basis, I'm telling you, it's not that parent that lives in poverty that suffers from malnutrition. It's our kids daily. The food they get is from such a poor quality that I believe that they are also suffering from malnutrition because they are not getting the right nutrition for their bodies to function optimally. So, and that is where the products come into play, because Manatech is an innovator of glyconutrients, and they designed the technology to get those in our kids' bodies. And that's where I get very, very, very excited, because these products, like Lina said, they work. The results you see in your family when you start giving them these products are amazing. If you realize how much your body needs glycan, these products, you will not stop telling everybody, because they are so, so, so important for your cells to communicate with each other. Now, our products are special because there are more than 130 patents on these products. That means other companies will tell you that they've got glyconutrients in the products, but they are actually lying because they don't they don't own technology to get those glyconutrients in their products. So that's where the 130 pounds come day. And then, like Heike, 90 days money back guarantee. Now, I ask you to go back to or Discount with some of your friends that you've been taking and ask them for your money back. I'm pretty sure they're going to laugh at you. But with Manatech, if you don't see any results in 90 days, you can get your money back. But I am sure there are not a lot of people that ask for their money back. And the products are NSF certified for purity and safety. And a lot of people don't know that in South Africa, our supplements there's not a lot of regulation on them. So what they on the bottle is not necessarily what you get inside the bottle. With Manatech, they are certified with the NSF, and that they make sure that whatever ingredients are on the bottle, that is what is inside of the capsules and the product that you consume. Well, like Heike said, a lot of companies have to use most of the income that they receive for advertisement. Where Manatech, because it's a direct selling company, they don't need to use money for advertising because it's word of mouth. They can use all of the money that they receive, they can use for development and research. The products get improved regularly, and we in South Africa just received the new GI Pro Balance that is new and improved. And so the products they keep doing research on the products to make sure that we get the best quality of products. Now, another thing that's very important, especially when you work with somebody that knows the medical system, is that 17 human clinical studies has been done on Manatech's products. And most of these studies was double-blind, placebo-controlled studies, which means that they are very, very well regulated. And that is why these products are the best. And you won't get anything that compares to these products in the stores today. And that is why I am excited. That's why my family are excited. That's why I cannot stop telling everybody about Manatech. Thank you, Heike.
Thank you, Jeanette. It's great to have you on the call. Send love to Derek. So these products, look, we've got over 60 products, a massive range, and it's products for gut health, cognitive health, immune health, cardiovascular health, training, people that for recovery. We've got the most incredible training products. But like Jeanette said, what makes Manatech different is that nobody in the world can produce glyconutrition that facilitates cell-to-cell communication. Nobody in the world has that product to help your body reboot itself, give the cells the glycans that they need in order to communicate effectively. That's what helped me get off my medication, and that's changed my life. And nobody can give those products. We have real plant, real food nutrition. It's not synthetic. And I mean, the amount of money that these guys spend on, like Jeanette said, double-blind placebo-controlled studies on human blood, and that's why this company can give you a 3-month money-back guarantee. In the States and the rest of the world, it is a 180-day money-back guarantee. In South Africa, they don't allow that because of the Credit Act, so it's only compliance. But I mean, which company will allow you to have the products for 6 months, and if you don't like it, you get your money back? I just have never heard of a company like that. So that's what makes this company so extremely incredible. So I want to welcome 2 speakers very briefly before I get to the money, that's going to share with us their testimonies on the product. First of all, I want to welcome Isabel Ferreira. She's an executive director. Isabel, welcome to the call. Please share with us your product testimony.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Heike and Geraldine, for the privilege to share on this call. And thank you for the servants you are and everything you mean to us in this business. Thank you also to my upline presidential director, Yolande Jansen van Vieren, for your leadership, guidance, love, and support in this business. Since my son started school, he had severe concentration problems and way too much energy, according to his teacher. Since his 2nd grade, he was on chemical medicine, all the different types, shapes, and sizes. We literally went from doctor to doctor and specialist to specialist. Each time the same old story, a new prescription with other medicine or increased dosages. Initially, it seemed to work, but sooner or later, we had to deal with the side effects. His aggression levels were the worst. The end result, in grade 11, he was suspended from school and immediately stopped taking his medicine. What a disaster. Believe me, it was tough. His aggression levels skyrocketed because of the side effects and withdrawal symptoms. A friend of mine called and asked how he was doing and suggested the products. At that stage, I was so desperate. If she could convince me that eating grass 3 times a day would solve the problem, I would have forced him to eat it. To be honest, I was very, very skeptical about this product because I thought we already tried everything. But I was desperate enough to give Manatech products a go. My son used Ambrotose Complex, Omega-3 and Plus. We somewhat doubled the plus for his aggression levels. There was big improvement visible in my son's life and well-being. The aggression outbursts were not nearly as extreme as before. And after the first month on the product, a friend of mine asked, what is the reason for the improvement of my son's skin? Only then I realized his skin problem was also taken care of. I completely understand the name of the product because Plus definitely adds value to your life. Thank you, Aiki. Back to you.
Thank you, Isabel. It's good to see you. Have an incredible evening. Next up, I want to welcome Vulner Miller. She's a Silver Executive Director in this business. Vulner is an extraordinary woman. So she signed up, I think, about 2.5 years ago. Literally 3 months before one of the incentive trips, we went to Italy, to Cefalo in what's that little island? She's going to help me now. But we went there for a holiday, and literally she signed up. She lives in Ellis, and in 3 months she worked, she qualified, she's got on this trip with us, and it's just been an incredible journey. So welcome, Vulner. It's great to have you on the call.
Good evening, everybody. I want to thank my amazing upline and mentors, Presidential Director Yolande Jansen van Vieren, and Bronze Presidentials Heike and Geraldine Berg for all your love and support. Thank you, Heike, for the opportunity to share my recent product testimony. Tonight, I want to tell you more about one of my favorite products, Ambrotose Complex. I had 2 operations on my right foot in November 2019. 2 weeks after the surgery, I had incredible pain in my foot. Pins and needles with severe impulse pain. It was a never-ending pain and I couldn't sleep at night. It was just unbearable. I went back to the doctor. He was afraid the plaster might be too tight and removed it to see what was going on. My wounds looked good and nothing seemed to be wrong. He immediately realized that my nerves were damaged during the surgery. He told me that the neuropathic pains could last for 18 months and that no pain medication would help. He also told me to live with it because there's nothing he could do for me. On the way home, I was discouraged and I immediately ordered Ambrotose Complex. After 2 weeks on the powder, my pain improved a lot and I was able to sleep again. 4 weeks after my last appointment, I went back to the doctor to have my plaster removed. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw my wounds and how beautifully it healed. The doctor also asked me about the severe nerve pain that I was experiencing. He was pleasantly surprised to hear that I was no longer in pain and there was a recovery and I recovered so quickly. All thanks to Manatech's Ambrotose. Thank you, Heike. And the name you can't remember was Sicily.
Sicily. Thanks, Vulner. All the way there from Ellis. I mean, come on, if anybody can do this business, it's just so lovely. Okay, so let's get quickly to the money and why Manatech. So, if you're looking at a business model today and you want to get involved, there's a certain there's a couple of things that we always kind of look at. We look at financial risk. We look at, how do the systems work? And I've started my own businesses twice before. Look, I've done pretty well in a few things, but let me tell you, the School of Hard Knocks have really taught me a few hard lessons when it comes to trying to make money and really setting up a business. So why Manatech? Why would you look at something like Manatech as a business model to get you to a place of freedom? Well, first of all, it's part-time. You're not really looking for another business, are you? You're looking for, something that you can get involved in where you can have fun, where you can grow, where you can learn, where you can develop yourself, where you can have passion, but do it on your own time. If you don't have time during the day, then, you do it tomorrow. If you can spend 10 hours a week part-time on this business, focused, structured time, doing the correct things, let me tell you, you can build a massive business. Now, I don't know, maybe you just want to earn 5 or 10,000 Rand a month. Maybe you want to earn an extra 200,000 Rand a month. It all depends how much time you put into this business. But of course, it's designed to build part-time from anywhere in the world. It's an online business. Again, it's something that you need to look at. If you're not at the moment researching some kind of online home-based business, I don't want to say that you're irresponsible, but look, the signs are there. We have to be wise and we have to decide to change as well with the times. There's no point in running back to Egypt trying to do it the old way. Times are changing. Of course, this business is zero risk. How nice is that? It's zero risk. You don't have to go borrow 500 or $1 million Rand or do whatever to start your own business. It's zero risk. You can make unlimited income. You choose how much money you want to make. Of course, the money start slowly, but it's a commitment that you make in order to eventually build a massive residual asset-based income. And you decide how much money you want to make. To global business, we spoke about that, which there's a whole bunch of benefits in that. Let me just tell you, it's awesome to earn in dollars and euros and yen. And, it's just incredible to be able to earn in those currencies. We get paid on the 15th of every single month in our bank accounts in South Africa. And it's just incredible to know that you've got an international business and you can build mega empires there. And it could give you a ticket to leave this country if you so choose. Even if you want to leave one day and you're already earning 200,000 Rand a month out of your business, you can just pack up and go because Manatech in Dallas, Texas will just deposit your money in whichever country you're going to go to. That's so incredible. Of course, we've spoken about the incentive holidays. We travel every single year with this company. It's all expenses paid. It's for free. If you qualify for the incentive, we go to the best beaches of the world, 5-star hotels. Everything gets paid for you. People go, no, man, it's too good to be true. I'm telling you, all these people that have spoken tonight have been on incentive trips. You work, you qualify, and it's a way for the company to incentivize you to work. Manatech is an extraordinary company. Let me tell you that. You want to be part of this. It's a turnkey business. What does it mean? What does turnkey mean? Well, in most businesses, you have to have employees. You've got to, take care of the distribution, the advertising, marketing, the human resources, the admin, the accounts. Yeah, everything's been done for you. Everything has been done for you. There's not even admin. I mean, it's just, it's such a no-brainer. You literally climb in, you learn how this business works, you turn the key and you go, but you still have to do the driving. But I must say, apart from everything else in this business, the tools, the resources, the personal development, the people that you're going to meet, the friends that you're going to make, the mentoring that you're going to receive, that probably is the greatest gift that you're going to receive in this business. Okay, how does this business work? If you want to be just a customer, now the person that has invited you to this call, he will share with you information about the products and what we've got. So please get back to him after this call immediately. Send him an SMS and say, send me some info. Let me just check out, your products. I'm spending 2,000 Rand a month at Discount anyway, or whatever. I don't want to build a business. Let me just try some of the products. You will then become a customer. It's very simple. The person that has invited you will help you open up an online account. You will order your products from Manatech. So nobody orders products from you. You're not a salesperson. You're not going to drive around, buy and sell products out of the boot of your car. Never. You literally refer somebody to Manatech. Once he purchases from Manatech, you get paid. It's linked to your account. So that person will help you open up an online account. You'll order your products. There's some great benefits. You get loyalty points every single month, which is great that you can redeem. There's a great referral program and you'll be a customer. Okay. If you want to jump on board and you say, listen, let's do this. I'm going to make some money. I want to give this thing a go. You're going to register as an associate for a whopping 710 Rand. I mean, that's not even 2 cappuccinos a month. If you think about it, it's like really 710 Rand for all of this, and you qualify for all the commissions, and you can actually start going and build yourself a massive business. It's just, again, it's a no-brainer. So that's where you start. Now, there's a whole bunch of different ways that you get paid. I'm going to keep this short. I'm going to keep this sweet. The first bonus that you receive once you start building this business is what they call the first order bonus. So in any business, you're going to look for customers and you're going to look for other associates, because in this business model, you want to build many franchises across the country, because we're going to teach you how to start leveraging your time of other people. It's not pyramidal. It's the person that works the hardest that makes the most money. So you can join today and you can make more money than me, or people that have worked with me or my mentors. You can make you can make lots more money than them. Depends how hard you work. But the first order bonus is simply a bonus that they give you once somebody orders a product from you. Let's just say somebody orders 1,000 Rand. They order online in whichever country or in South Africa with your links and your apps or whatever. People decide they're going to purchase products. They purchase, for example, 1,000 Rand. You'll get 200 Rand from that product purchase every single time somebody orders a product from you. And you can have 1,000 customers across. You can have 10,000 customers. You know, it doesn't matter how much you want, but you can have as many customers as you want. Okay, so that's the first order bonus. So once you've registered for your 710 Rand, okay, you want to set up your subscription order. Now, what is a subscription order? It's literally, if you want to build any business, you want to become a product of the product. You need to be able to believe in these products like we do, see the difference that it's made in our lives and so many people around us, so that you can have the conviction and the belief that what you're going to bring to the marketplace and to people, you know for a fact will change their lives and add value to their lives. If you don't have a story, if you're not a product of the product, you're going to feel like a salesman and you're going to try and sell something to make money. And that's not the point of this business. The point of this business is to bring hope to people and to really understand that these products can save people's lives. So when you become a product of the product, you've got a belief system, you've got great conviction in your heart, you know, you're going to be confident about knowing what these products can do for so many people out there, because everybody in the world needs to be on these products. So you want to become a product of the product, because first of all, then you walk in integrity and you are transparent. I will never buy something from anybody if he doesn't believe in his products. I actually buy things from people when I see in their eyes that they've got such a conviction in their products. That's when I buy something, because they believe in what it is that they do. They've got a mission. Okay, so what we recommend you do is, I recommend to people, listen, buy 5,000 Rand worth of products. Use the products as much as you can, because remember now, when you start your own business, you're going to want to know what every single product in your business do. And the only way to do that is to try and test it for yourself, so that you know that this stuff works. So when you become the CEO of your own business, because you are your own boss, you want to use as many of these products as possible so that you can obviously know what they do. But if you can't do a garage sale and buy 5,000 or 10,000 worth of products, that's also okay. What we recommend is start at least with 1,500 Rand a month of products. Why? Because that will give you 3 great products depending on what you buy, and you will get benefits. But also 1,500 Rand in Manitech equals to more or less what we call a 100-point volume. Now, PV or point volume is the currency with which Manitech does business. So how that works is, we've got a seamless global compensation plan. We've got one system in 27 countries, which makes it incredible. But how this works is, every product in Manitech has got a certain amount of points allocated to that product. For example, Omega-3 has got 28-point volume allocated to it. We've got products that's got 42 PV allocated to it. We've got products that's got, 32-point volume allocated to it. Depending on what you buy, it's the PV is always the same in every single country. So the Omega, doesn't matter which country it gets sold, the PV is exactly the same. Doesn't matter what it costs, yen, rand, dollar, point volume stays the same. So you'll see that at the bottom, $1 equals 1 PV. In South Africa, it's more or less 15 Rand that equals 1 point volume. So that's what you do. 710 Rand, you purchase your products. That's the little investment that you're going to make in your business. And in the beginning, think about it. It's like paying a little employee working for you for that month. 3,000 Rand or whatever, that's what you pay because you've started your own business. Okay. And it's an investment into your business. Great. So what do you do then? We want to make that money back as quickly as possible. Am I right? So that you don't spend that money every single month. So what you do is, imagine that you at the bottom there, that's your circle. So you want to get as many customers as you want. So for the sake of this example, I've just used people on the 100-point volume example. You can have people ordering whatever they want to. For the sake of this example, just to make it easy, I just kept it at 100 PV. Okay, so you're going to start getting a few customers, okay? Once you start getting a few customers, your circle, imagine that circle, that's your online store. Now you're generating point volume through it. So imagine you get that first customer, 1. Now you've got 100-point volume going through your circle. The moment you get your 2 customers all to 200 PV, you can have 4 customers of 50, you can have 1 customer of 200, doesn't matter. The moment you get to 200 PPV, just before 500 ppv, you're going to earn 10% of the turnover of what's going through your shop every single month. So that's over and above your first order bonus. You're going to earn 10% of that turnover. Once you go to 500 ppv to 999 ppv, that's 15% of turnover. And once you go over 1,000 ppv, you're going to earn 20%. Now, that's a lot of money. Now, look, if you've got 500 ppv, okay, that's about what? 8,500 Rand. 15% of that is plus minus what? About 1,000 Rand. I'll just put there 1,000 Rand. That's what you're going to make every single month just by getting those few customers. How hard can it be to get those customers? There's 7.6 billion people on this planet. Your friends, your families, and the great thing is we teach you how to do it. You know, if you've never done it before, it doesn't matter. If you're teachable, then there's no problem. We teach you and we walk this journey with you and we show you how to do it. Now, when you can have 10, 20, 30,000 people going through a shop, that's good money. Okay. The third bonus I want to talk to you about. Oh, sorry. I just want to talk about the loyalty points as well. So you as an associate, once you use the products, let's say you purchase 2,000 Rand worth of products every month. Every single month, you receive 20% loyalty points. What that means is that's 20% of your order. So that's 400 Rand. Am I right? No? 10%? Yeah, that's 400 Rand. So 400 Rand, you get 400 Rand discount every single month, okay, which builds up in a little kitty as loyalty points in Rand value. So 400, 800, 1,200. And then you can redeem that in terms of products. So yes, let's say you spend 1,500 Rand, you're going to get 20% every single month of that 1,500 Rand building up, in your little pot, and eventually you redeem it as products. So you save that money as well. So that is incredible. Okay. I mean, that's just amazing. So another bonus you're going to receive is what they call the team bonuses. So because what you want to do is you're going to get all your friends. You're super excited. You're going to invite them to a webinar. You're going to, share with them info and some videos and whatever. And we teach you again how to do this. And you're going to invite people. And John and Sydney, they're going to decide, listen, we want to do this. And you sign them up. You enroll them. You are their enroller. And all you do is you teach them to do what you have done. So your first goal in this business would be to only get 500 ppv, not 10,000, not 50,000, only 500 ppv. And now what you want to do is you want to teach your people that you sign up to do exactly the same thing. Once you've helped 2 people to do what you've done, you're going to qualify for what they call the Team 2 bonus. There's an extra 1,000 Rand coming into your bank account every month. Once you do that with another 2 people, you're going to receive 1,500 Rand. Every single month. And as you continue signing people up, in your journey of being entrepreneurial, learning, growing as a human being, becoming the best version of yourself, you're going to start getting the Team 6 bonus, Team 8 bonus, Team 10 bonus, and eventually there's 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. And that's great bonuses coming in, okay? That's over and above your power seller bonus, over and above your first order bonus. But here's where the big money lies. Okay, so I want you just to stay with me. Let's just go back to you. And for example, 2 people that you've helped to do the same thing. Now, once you've helped 2 people to do what you've done, do you agree with me that in your business, that's your business, you've got 15 customers, in this example, you've got 15 customers or 1,500 PV or downline point volume. And at this point, so you've got 15 customers, you're already serving 15 kids. You are what they call a director. That's your first leadership ranking that you will achieve in Manatech. And we are massive with recognition. Once you achieve, your ranks, we make such a big thing about it because people don't get recognized today. And so once you've achieved director, well, that's your first leadership ranking. Your residual income, your leadership income on being a director is anything between 750 and 3,000 Rand a month. Now you can do this in a week. I mean, you can do that in 3 days if you want to. It just depends on where your mind is at. You can do it in a month. It doesn't matter. But, and that's over and above all the other bonuses. And here's where it becomes very powerful. So when you look there on the left-hand corner, you're a director, you're earning 750 to about 3,000 Rand. What you want to do is you want to help the people in your team to also become director. The ones that are hungry, the ones that are teachable. You have 4 people become director, then you executive director. That's 6,000 DPV. Did you get all 60 customers? No. Your team got it, okay? Now suddenly you're earning 3,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. We've had people that have done that in 2 weeks, a month, in 2 months, 3 months. Usually in 3 months, you want to get to a place of ED, okay? That's a great place to be at because once you receive 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 Rand a month coming in, residual income, your husband is going to go, oh, yes, I like that. That's good. Just keep on going. And let me tell you how powerful that is. If you've got R1 million in your bank, in an investment, your interest every month is about 5,250 Rand after tax. Here, you've done it in 3 months. Can you save R1 million in 3 months? Can you purchase a company, a property and pay it off in 3 months and get somebody in there to pay the rent of that amount? Probably not. Here, you've got an asset worth R1 million and you've done it in 3 months. Who can do that? That's why these companies, it's just so brilliant. And then, of course, you're going to help a few people in your team become executive director. And you're going to teach people here's the key in this business. You want to help people get where they want to be. And because when you help somebody get where he wants to be, you get where you want to be. It's called discipleship. It's called pastoring. It's called shepherding. It's called leadership, leading people towards where they want to be, helping people grow. And if you've helped 4 people, for example, getting to executive director, you'll be at over 20,000 PV. You'll be a gold executive director. Now you're earning 15 to 20,000 Rand a month. Presidential director, 30 to 50. Bronze presidential, 60 to 85. You just keep on duplicating, not quitting, sticking to the basics, learning, growing. Silver presidential director, 100 to 150,000 Rand a month. Platinum, 200. And that's only the beginning of good money, because there's 1-star platinum, 2-star platinum, 3-star. I mean, I've met a person that makes $1 million a month in this business. How much? I mean, imagine you making $1 million in this month. It's possible. Don't tell me it's not possible. I've seen it with my own eyes. Many people on this call have seen it. And the reason why people are successful in this business is because of the personal development. Think about it. You can't. I mean, if you've studied to become a doctor or a teacher or whatever, how many books did you have to read to become a teacher? Plenty. How many books did you have to, how much studying did you have to do in order to become what you are doing? Even if you didn't go to university, how much practical experience did you have to have in order to do what you do? Lots. And it's the same with this business. It's nothing different. You can't build this business without learning how to become the best possible, associate in the world. And how we do it is we've got these incredible tools of the months, audios and books. We've got monthly training every single month, which is the nuts and the bolts. We've got webinars, we've got coaching, we've got mastermind classes, we've got goal setting. You've got your upline, you've got the person that has enrolled you, which is ready to help you, as far as you want to go. And that's why the people in Manatech is so successful. We've got this incredible app that you can do business in 27 countries for, and you've got all the information, you've got all the links on there, which is just so powerful. And when I met the Ray Robbins, so I think, he's probably one of the 6 top earners in this industry in the entire world. It was a real honor to meet him, spoken to him, and Geraldine, we speak about, people say, but it's not about the money. It's not about the money. And you're right. It's not about earning $1 million every month. Do you know what it's about? It's about the person that you have to become in order to be able to steward a business like that and earn $1 million. Because at the end of the day, no, it's not about the money. It's the person you have to become, the books you have to read, the leadership skills you have to acquire, the audios you have to listen to, the people, the learning, the stuff that you need to learn. That is what matters, because the person you become in the process is a lot more important than the money that you're going to make, because that's what's going to go to heaven one day. It's your character. It's the character you have to grow in order to build a business like that. So I want to ask you, what is your financial goal? You have to be able to say, in 5 years, I want to earn R1 million a month. No, it's not about the money. It's the person you have to become. Because in order for me to earn R1 million a month, what are the books I need to read? What are the skills I need to learn? Who are the people I need to meet? What are the social skills, the relationship skills? How must I stretch my faith in order to get there? That's incredible, the person you need to become. So, you've got to ask yourself, if you've got a dream, and you're not moving closer to your dream every single day, then what is it that you're doing? If you just have a job and you're and you've got this dream, but you're not doing anything to get closer to your dream, if not something like this, then what? What are you going to use? And if not now, when? There's never been a better chance ever to get involved in a company like this, start building a future, start building a legacy, start learning, start growing. I mean, the people in Manatech, let me tell you, we're all smiling because we all know that where we're going. And that's really, really incredible. So with that, I want to say good night. Go back to the person that has invited you to the school. Super important. Get the information. Richard Branson has got this incredible quote. He says, when a good opportunity comes your way and you don't know how to do it, take it anyway and learn along the way. There's never going to be a right time. You're never going to know all the facts. You can go and Google and this and that and think, I'm telling you, just take the step. If it wasn't for the decision that I made to take that step, I would still have been today where I was 5 years ago. This company has really done incredible things in our lives. So with that, we want to say good night. QR code 7566. Have an incredible evening. And remember, 21st of August, super regional event, big, massive international and national event online with Manatech, 21st of August. If you're serious about this business, you're going to be on that event. It's going to change your life. Okay, guys, God bless. Take care. Bye.